Hey guys, I miss you. I hope you're staying safe and healthy while we're not at school. I'm here to do a short and sweet little video with you for a couple of examples to help you get through the homework for this week. There's going to be this video and then another video Miss Wilson will send out to you on Wednesday, and then another one maybe Thursday or Friday. So this video is the first part of number sense. We're going to go over greatest common factor, least common multiple, and dividing and multiplying fractions. The next video we'll be doing number line stuff, and then the video after that will be coordinate plane things. So let's get started. This is only going to be a couple minutes long, but it'll help you do the homework and stuff that you have assigned on Google Classroom, or if you got the packet, if you picked that up at the school. So greatest common factor, if we're looking at that and we're looking for the factors of 12 and 16, right? So the factors of 12 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Then the factors of 16 would be 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16, right? So our greatest common factor would be 4, because that is the biggest number that they both have in common as factors. So 1 and 12 would make 12, 2 and 6 would make 12, 3 and 4 would make 12, 1 and 16 would make 16, 2 and 8, and then 4 and itself. So greatest common factor. Then least common multiples. If we look at 3 and 7, we know to count by 3 and 7, right? So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Then 7, 14, 21, 28. We know the least common multiple, the number that is the smallest that 3 and 7 both go into, is going to be 21. So knowing how to find greatest common factor and least common multiple is going to help us when we do multiplying and dividing fractions. So if we look at multiplying fractions, we're going to do 1 and 1/2 times 4 and 4/7. So we know that we have to make them improper fractions. So 1 times the denominator would be 2, plus the numerator would be 3. So this 1 and 1/2 turns into 3/2 times 4 times 7 plus 4 would give you 32/7. Then we just go across. So 3 times 32 would turn into 96, would be your numerator. Then 2 times 7 would become 14. Now, we know that this can be simplified, right? So 96/14 would turn into 48/7. And how would we do that? Well, we know that 2 goes into 96 and 14. So then it would be simplified to 48/7, and we know that no number goes into both of those numbers. So then that's our simplified fraction. So we know that 2 would be the greatest common factor of 96 and 14. Okay, so let's move on to dividing fractions. Now, if we look at this example, 4/5 divided by 2/3, we know that we have to do what? We have to invert the fraction. We have to invert 2/3 and make it 3/2, and then you have to change the sign. So we're going to change this to 4/5 times 3/2. So then we go from there. So 4 times 3 would give you 12. 5 times 2 would give you 10. So we're left with 12 over 10. Simplified, you know, we can take a whole out, right? Because 10's on the bottom, but this number's bigger. The 12's bigger. So if we take 10 over 10 out, we have a whole. Then we're left with 2/10. But we know that 2/10 can also reduce. And what number goes into 2 and 10? 2. So 1 and 2/10 reduces to 1. 2 divided by 2 would be 1. And 10 divided by 2 would be 5. 1 and 1/5. So I hope that this video helps you on the assignments that you have for Google Classroom or the packet that you have to do that you picked up at school. There will be another video. The next video we're going to do is the number line and opposites and absolute value. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions or you need some help, don't be afraid to send a message to Miss Wilson or even talk to your fellow classmates about it. Stay safe, you guys.